Hello and welcome to Raised on a Garden Pantry. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be making a recipe from this little cookbook. Guess what year it's from? Stay tuned if you want to find out what I'm going to make. This cookbook at Christmas, one-time Christmas, and this book is from 1933. Let me see, 1933. It's called What Mrs. Dewey Did with the New Jell-O. It is a collection of 48 recipes that you can use Jell-O products with. Now, I was doing some research, and the new Jell-O was the same as the old Jell-O, except the packaging was color-coded to the flavors. They have lime, lemon, strawberry, raspberry, cherry, and orange. If you can get a look at that. It's so cool. 1933. I love these old cookbooks, especially these little pamphlet ones that tried to get people to buy their products. And this was free in the grocery store. And guess what? I checked online. And you can still get it today if you're interested on Amazon for $5 and I think 25 cents. Anyway, it's fun. So I was looking in here to try to see what kind of recipe. You can have entrees. It's all color, which I find that fascinating. I love the illustrations. You can make salads. Mrs. Dewey's Smartest Salads. There's meringue pies and all different types of things that you can use their products. But today I found, and before I get to it, it has a little story in the front about Mrs. Dewey getting her groceries delivered. I've done that once. It was odd to me, to my house. But a lot of people still do that. It's funny how things a long time ago were very common, of having your groceries delivered to your house, and then it went away, and now all of a sudden it's cool again. In and out of stuff, in and out of fashion, in and out of things. Things always come back in style. Anyway, she's talking about with her daughter about how they got the new Jell-O packaging in here. So, and they made a dessert for dinner. I was looking today, and I'm going to make this dessert called the Novelty Dessert made with some Coca-Cola. So let's give it a try. First of all, I have to say we need to use, let me read the recipe. It's 2 bottles of Coca-Cola. What were the size of the bottles then? I don't know. A half a cup of water, a package of lemon or raspberry Jell-O, which we're going to use lemon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let me see what size how much is 2 bottles of Coca-Cola? They're different sizes nowadays, but I've got something special to show you. Here we go. I'm going to show you something that my husband and I have been collecting for years and years. And I finally got him this rack for our anniversary this year. And so we can put our collection of pop bottles. But I want to show you, I was looking on here, when I was reading this recipe, I was looking on here I have a bottle, I believe from 1933 time-ish. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Here's one. Here's a really old bottle. I'll take it up and show you. There's another one on here. Where did I put it? Where was it? I thought it was up here. Here it is. A really old Coca-Cola bottle. Let me pull up and we'll talk about this. Right. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is a Coca-Cola bottle, a really early Coca-Cola bottle. You know, it's a little rough. It's back then, remember, bottles were recycled and washed and reused, and they would put them in and they would label, there we go. They would label the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, of where the bottling company it was. So this one was from Muskegon, Michigan. That's where I'm from. Anyway, but this is a really old Coca-Cola bottle. And I even have another one here, which is, this one may be older. I mean, this was fascinating. I used to collect bottles when I was real young. In my teenage, I would go to garage sales and estate sales and probably some antique stores, and I would find these bottles and I just thought they were beautiful, and they were very cheap, nothing more than $1, 50 cents, $2. But this one, it says the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, property of the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. It's hard to see in here. And it says registered Muskegon, Michigan. And then it has a deposit required for the safe return of this bottle. It has a big C on the bottom. What was really cool about this one, it has all these bubbles. So here's a bubble, which is really old, you know. It's really neat anymore. Yeah, some bubbles here and there. I don't know if anybody knows. I mean, those are my oldest Coca-Cola bottles that I have. Luckily, my son and my husband went to the World of Coke in Atlanta, Georgia a few weeks ago, and he bought me some of these bottles from there, and they went into the museum. If you've never been to the museum before, I went like maybe over 20 some years ago, maybe longer. Yeah, longer than that. And nice thing is that you can go and hear the history of Coca-Cola, how it started, and they have a few products. I think I have some pictures of what he found of some of the bottles. I'll put those in while I'm talking about it. But so this is the size of a pop bottle, 8 ounces of pop, and you would get them. Now you would get them in this bottle. Isn't that neat? Isn't that awesome how we have these bottles? It's cool that somebody saved these from that long ago. But anyway, I was gonna say one more thing. Anyway, oh, that's it. They could taste Coca-Cola products or Coca-Cola companies that they own throughout the world in their sampling room. And I don't remember how many they said. I'll leave a note down because they'll tell me later, where you can sample all different kinds of, I had a cup around here somewhere, all different kinds of pop. Let me see if I can find that cup. This is a cup that they got, and it says, I tasted the world of Coca-Cola Atlanta. So it has a list of all the different kinds of pop. Like Italy, they have a Beverly. I'm sure they have regular Coca-Cola and there too as well, but that is something that they drink there that Coca-Cola must have bought. And then my husband really liked something with a, oh, they were talking about this China Smart sour plum. I think they were talking about, they told me it tasted like barbecue sauce, and they said it really did. Oh, I don't know. My husband said he'd like something with a cucumber. Oh, right there. Romania. Sprite cucumber. That was one of his favorites. And I remember going and sampling, but we didn't get these awesome cups to bring home. So this is what you get when you get to go. So let's start making this dessert. We're gonna start off with a double boiler. All it is a pot that I have with some water in it and a bowl on top. I don't have a fancy double boiler, but this works just good. Okay, so let's read the directions for a dessert novelty. It says, add 1 bottle of Coca-Cola to water and heat in a double boiler. So we need a ½ cup of water first. Put that in there. And we open a bottle of Coca-Cola. Let's get that. I have this old bottle opener. And we're gonna add it to our water. Carefully, don't get busy. And we're going to heat this up so our Jell-O will dissolve. So that is all we're doing. Not probably to a boil, but just to it really warm. All right, I will come back to you when it gets warm. All right, it is warm. It's warm. Okay, we're gonna add the lemon gelatin in here. Ooh, it's fizzy. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Ooh, that is some color. And then we're going to stir this to dissolve. I'm actually going to move this over to the counter and stir this. And then we will finish it up over there. Okay, so we're just going to sit here and stir this until it's dissolved. Let's add our other Coca-Cola in here. Okay, and then I'm going to transfer it into, it's a weird color. Let's pour this in here. so into this measuring cup so I can pour it neatly without spilling it everywhere into these parfait cups. Okay, how much liquid did we get? 2 cups. So we'll see what we'll get. It does have that foam on it. Pour them in here. And then you can serve it with whipped cream. It smells really good. I like lemon Coke, but you know what Coke I really like? When I go to those places that have those Coke machines that you can add the flavors. Zaxby's. I'm trying to think. I think Wendy's has one too. Whoop, that looks maybe we're only gonna get 3 here. And some change, which will be fine. That'll be good. We'll just kind of do that. Add a little more. We didn't have enough for a big one, which is fine. There'll be enough for the kids and for one for me to try for the video. There we go. Now I'm just gonna put these in the refrigerator and let them harden up or gel up, and I will see you then. Okay, so they're out of, they're nice and jiggly. They turned out very well. Look at that, in these nice little parfait cups. So let's add a little whipped cream on the top. And I have a friend here behind me that wants to try one too with me. I'm gonna add some whipped cream. And let's get the cherry out. I should have this already out, huh? Put a cherry on top each one. All right, now they are ready to taste. Okay, so I got my friend here, Totoro. We're gonna give him a big one and he's gonna try it. We have this nice long spoon. They look beautiful. Doesn't it look great? Here you go. Here you go. Come on, there you go. All right, I'm gonna try it too. Here we go. Tell me what you think, Totoro. That tastes really good. Oh, that's really good. Do you think it's fizzy? No. My other son was asking me, ooh, it's lemon and Coke. What do you think, Totoro? You like it? He says, oh, maybe. But it is Jell-O. Oh, wow. That is really good. I actually really do like that. I love Jell-O. I grew up eating Jell-O a lot. Yum, 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 yum. I can't stop eating it. That's really good. I would definitely give this one a try. This is a fun dessert and a fun, different surprise. All right, so please give this one a try, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.